Hello from the studios of Hope Channel Ghana. My name is Nana Kusiaboache and this is Hope Adventist News. Our headlines for this week: Community 3 Adventist Church organized Personal Excellence Seminar. ASCGC ordained 5 pastors into full gospel ministry. Welfare Society of Adventist Girls donate to Kumasi Children's Home. Miss Central Ghana Conference Youth Department organized a quiz competition on Adventist books. And our feature story for this week: former NAD President Daniel R. Jackson passes to his rest. Details of these stories will be coming your way right here on Hope Adventist News. To our first story, the Education Ministry of the Community 3 Adventist Church, in collaboration with the Saint Outreach, has organized a Personal Growth of Excellence seminar for the youth in the church under the theme Higher Height, Mental Fortitude for Excellence on the 23rd of July 2022 at the church premises at Tema. During his speech, the speaker of the program, Elder Nia Mankwatete, Executive Director, Business, Universal Merchant Bank, said, to acquire a higher height of mental fortitude to excellence, one must note that excellence is not a skill but an attitude.
Mental fortitude for excellence. I don't believe it's possible in any way to aspire for excellence without some mental fortitude. Indeed, when you decided to go to school, you say you're in SS, our friends from Tema Secondary School, you're in SS. Okay, so the moment you decided that, it takes some mental fortitude for you to agree that you go through all 3 years. And these days, with all the dynamics of school, where you've got all these different streams and different challenges, it's not as straightforward as it used to be. So that requires even more mental fortitude. And you'll agree with me that there are people who have decided that they are not going to do it anymore, and so they don't want to go to school. It's hard work.
Some participants sharing their experience was excited about the outcome of the program.
I have been thrilled with the presentation at this year's High Arts, Mental Fortitude and Excellence. And I think that we couldn't have had a better speaker on this occasion than our own brother, Mankwa. It's been very insightful, and I hope that it's going to challenge all of us into living through this very dangerous time that we find ourselves in. As students, and even people in the corporate world, and even within the church. And I pray that the good Lord will continue to guide us, even as we stay in this very troubling world.
Elder Nia Mankwatete, in an interview, elaborated on his speech, reiterated that for one to grow his or her mental fortitude towards excellence, one must have a sense of purpose.
Any model that starts to look at mental fortitude, that goes towards growing with excellence, must start with God. It must start with you finding your purpose, and it must be God giving you that purpose. And once you understand what your purpose is, It's a lifestyle framework on which to build the career, your life, your aspirations, your desires, and all the things that you must do. And when you've done this, and this thing also you also to find out a lot more about yourself. Know yourself. Knowing yourself allows you to understand how you love things, allows you to anticipate what things make you feel, what things energize, what things bring. And when you know that, you can have the opportunity to make a change in between your stimulus and your reaction. You first find the purpose, know yourself. And when you've got these two things, you're pretty much on your way to establishing attitude and command to control your excellence. Thank you very much.
The Ashanti Central Ghana Conference, in collaboration with Ashanti South Ghana Conference, has ordained 5 pastors into the full gospel ministry on the 23rd of July 2022 at the New Tafo Adventist Church in Kumasi. During divine service, Pastor Dr. Kwabena Donko, former Associate Director, Biblical Research Institute of General Conference of the Adventist Church, basing his sermon on 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 26 to 27, advised members to focus more on God's work than the riches of this world. Ordination prayer was said by the outgoing president of the Northern Ghana Union Conference, Pastor Dr. Kwame Kweni Boache, now the Ministerial Secretary for the West Central African Division. The acting president and current executive secretary of the Northern Ghana Union Conference, Pastor Kwame Anobuahi, charged the newly ordained ministers to take their ministry seriously to propagate the work of God and also win more souls to Christ.
Which was also in Christ Jesus, who, being the form of God, did consider it robbery to be equal with God, and made himself of no reputation, taking the form of a servant.
A report by Nana Kwamina Jisi Dakwa, Kumasi. Away from that, the Welfare Society of the Intonso Adventist Girls Senior High School in the Kwabri East Municipal Education Directorate in the Mountain View Ghana Conference paid a courtesy call to Kumasi Children's Home to donate items worth an amount of 6,000 Ghana cedis on the 23rd of July 2022 at the Kumasi Children's Home. The donation was made to climax the annual Welfare Week of the church. Items donated include sanitary pads, toiletries, soft drinks, clothes, etc. According to the Assistant School Chaplain, Pastor Alfredo Usunyakun, the girls of the school saw the need to support the less privileged children as their social responsibility.
Adventist girls, secondary school I want to you will group I friend welfare. Na omoni all the other school student body no and I can't go. I want to say if we be here say anyama on parents them are on the school no. One you almost work homes at say high no. Once you be no the bebo tine ye baya a student na ka won sa se nyama kakra o munya a o feel say o de boa won nyama mo ha bitimi aboa mo so setem no anyama ye America kama wo mo anything na ye ba ha be yes donation ye he donation nzo a anyama ye ba ye no e be to say diapers in sem kwada ketwa wo and afi ye soaps and toiletries tissue papers and nyama kaka ho afi ye de emo so ha and you drinks ahodo any biscuit ahodo you pomade any roll on any sprays ahodo a ebitimi aboa ma omatena akoyi the sad entire kakran so e kan ho bai and afi entoma any enyema at least ebeboa ma omatena mu no omoso atimi present aye neat and neck nyina ye ne sa welfare group ni nyina ni ya church for nyina kan bo.
Some of the tutors, Elder Stephen Ejekum and Mrs. Christian Albin Mensa, also share their thoughts with Hope Adventist News.
This girls senior high school, I and also institutional church, I school. Said the SD school. nti asɔre no a ɛwɔ school no no yɛ school for no nyinaa na yɛkɔ yɛwɔ nhyehyɛeɛ a asɔre no nam eku a yɛfrɛ no welfare so yɛ na afi biara last year yɛkɔ nkwanta kɛse ɛna saa adwumadie yɛkɔdi nti asɔre no ɛne asukuufoɔ ne sɔfoɔ ne mpanimfoɔ a ɛwɔ asɔre mu ne akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ ɛna yɛaka yɛn ho abom sɛ afi biara ɛbɛyɛ biribi kakra ɛde aboa yɛn nuanom a ɔmo nso ehia mmoa ɛno nti ne yɛabɛpie Kumase Children's Home na nne dwumadi a yɛdi no nneɛma ahodoɔ bebree ɛna yɛde aba
ayɛ yɛn da pii wohwɛ institutional church na wɔn sɛ yɛdi school deɛ na so yɛ mmɔfra yi a wɔn join ne kuo no ɛfa anya aziefo nanso yɛde sɛ teteɛ no ɛrehyɛ wɔn mu sɛdeɛ bi a wɔn nso kɔ abɔnten a kakra a wɔn wɔ no wɔn nso bɛtumi ne afofra akyɛ yɛakɔ mmeaeɛ bebree afi biara yɛyɛ sɛdeɛ ɔpanyin kaa no yɛakɔ rampɔn so yɛakɔ nkwantakɛse deɛ sɛ yɛne macro district women ministry ɛna ɛka bɔɔ mu ɛne yɛkɔyɛ ade fɛfɛ a ɛwɔ saa kuo no so yɛakɔ rampɔn so yɛakɔ Kumasi prisons ɛkɔ orphanages bebree nyame adom afei so ana ato Kumasi Children's Home a yɛaba ha yi eti anye yɛkɔnya yɛyɛ dɛ sie man ketewa yi ɛne yɛnnuanom ketewa yɛnso yɛbɛba na kakra yɛwɔ no yɛnso yɛne wɔn makyɛ.
One of the students, Miss Celestine Abina Inim Kofi, also shared the way they got all the donated items from the student body.
And Saturday, I actually say, say, your honor, your mamma, more papa, more your basco, mamma, your near man. And so say, you did dinner say, I'm carrying you on a movie. And your fit, and see, yet so and sassy, dear Yanya, your call, house by house, school will be a dear. Yet the pass. See a qua, dear Benyan, near one near you, and see a one now, and then a year say, a baby near their brain. Last week, near your welfare day. It is a welfare day, a read. The day I just say, and yet the near man of a baby. It's a moment we are one say, and your one, a donation near by the Mayan or million.
A report by Nana Kwamnaji Sidakwa, Kumasi. Still to come in this bulletin, Mid-Central Ghana Conference Youth Department organized a quiz competition on Adventist books. Feature story, former NAD President Daniel R. Jackson passes to his rest. We're going for a quick break. We'll be back with the rest of the stories. Welcome back from the break. We still continue with the Adventist news. As Ellen G. White's book on education paraphrased, our idea of education shouldn't be too narrow and too low a range. There is a need for a broader scope, a higher aim. True education means more than the pursuit of a certain course of study. It prepares the student or youth for the joy of service in this world and for the higher joy of wider service in the world to come. With this, the Mid-Central Ghana Conference Health and Youth Ministries of the Seventh-day Adventist Church has organized a quiz competition on selected Adventist books to help and guide the youth in having a closer relation by studying the Bible and the Adventist books. The quiz started from the local churches through to the district level, and successful districts entered into the quarter-final, state, and semi-final level. Districts that took part in the quiz were Makro, Kronum, Kodier, Bremen, Nkwintrima, Otafuma 3, Bantama, Bushen, Swami, Boama Offenso, Namon, Barikesi, Ohim, Achianse. The youth this year came in great numbers as compared to the previous year, and this was encouraging to see. This increased the number of groups participating in the competition. Supporting the program were Adventist lecturers and pastors. The final quiz competition took place at Bantama Adventist Church Auditorium, and Pastor Robert Kwame welcomed all the MICGC Quiz 2022 edition participants. At the end of all the successful rounds, the Swami district was the winners. The trophy, money and certificates were awarded. Trophy, money and certificates were awarded to the most outstanding male from Swami district and female from Kronum district. As well as groups that came first, second, and third. The prize excited the youth, making them to look forward to the next year quiz competition. In an interview with some pastors at the program, this is what they had to say.
Quiz 2022 Abaso Miss Central Ghana Conference Asumbimu. Okremuno he ya safono abakosema. Asafono e de mabuno na shasi. It is all Miss Central Ghana Conference ya. Your interest or a mabuno very high because it say a mabuno no extra sorry no na almost so gidi no mo. Ebebo ama safono akọ. And we think Breviani motivate you or more, Emma or Mujumedia who will be on Pesa or Moyen, the show Massene, Emma or more, a year, a Wama, Mabunus so a Kenya, Nafi or Madu or Musho, and
Meraso say, ya dear Bible, Adisia, and a Bible near ye, Bible, no, you can obey a man, and none, Namswa. Mimi that one your four asafon, ever ho. Mimi that one your four asafon, Wahoma Adisia. Now pay. Training young any enchire Nani craft walk around any yam samka missions. The Seventh Adventist Church is there for missions. And until Mid Central Ghana Conference. Mebu Adiatu who say Afibiara nya Wasuya for the doctrines of the church. Any the Bible can obey ho akemsia ye friend constructive competition. Competition aye papa. And yet the agent of Papa, peaceful one. Our Bible no, there no na appeal so Edruswa. Me, you director of the union, or Tons Afra Miss American Tell me maybe. Jamaica and the Apollo can said Yam Bataki kind ni Adisuano, ni Yampanye a Juma, Yentimi Panje Accra, Yentimi Pamobra, and Saint Yankopoji and Yam. Now bar as the Gospel Commission requires. Yes, Yanya, Chepa, and Yankopan.
Reports by Kofi Boache Kumase. Ending the news on Sabbath morning, July 23rd, 2022, Daniel R. Jackson, former president of the North American Division, passed to his rest after several months of battling with cancer. He was 73 years. Pastor Jackson, who served the Adventist Church for 49 years, retired in July 2020 after serving as NAD president for a decade. As president, Jackson made many contributions to the church in North America during his 10 years of service at the division, including the building up of the NAD Ministerial Association, the creation of a missional strategic plan, and the addition of the Guam Micronesia Mission, Oakwood University, Pacific Press Publishing Association, Advent Souls, and Christian Record Services for the Blind. Pastor Jackson was elected on June 28, 2010 by delegates of the World Church at the General Conference session in Atlanta, Georgia, and re-elected to this position on July 6, 2015 at the 60th General Conference session held in San Antonio, Texas. The General Conference session is the highest governing body in the Adventist Church. Pastor Jackson, a native Canadian and with the exception of 5 years of service in the Southern Asia Division, lived and ministered in the North American Division. He was a graduate of the Canadian Union College, now Berman University, and Andrews University, from which he holds an MA in Religion in Systematic Theology. Jackson is one of the authors of the book Becoming a Mission-Driven Church. He was known for his love of music, keen sense of humor, and mission-mindedness, all hallmarks of his ministry throughout the years. May his soul rest in perfect peace. That is all in this edition, but before we go, let's take another look at our headlines. Community 3 Adventist Church organized Personal Excellence Seminar. ASCGC ordained 5 pastors into full gospel ministry. Welfare Society of Adventist Girls donates to Kumasi Children's Home. Miss Central Ghana Conference Youth Department organized a quiz competition on Adventist books. And in a feature story, former NAD President Daniel L. Jackson passes to his rest. Remember, you can reach us through our WhatsApp line 0559-0066 or through our email at hopetvghana@gmail.com. Keep watching Hope Adventist News on Hope Channel Ghana. Kindly stay safe by putting on your masks, washing your hands in the running water and soap, and don't forget to also use your sanitizers. Keep watching Hope Channel. Stay safe and stay blessed.